Today I'm trying all the makeup I picked up at the Sephora sale. Let's get into it. I'm going to start by priming my face with the One Size primer. This one is to cure the sweat. I'm excited to try everything because a lot of the products I got, well, I think most of them are really popular, like viral products, and they're supposed to be really good. So I'm definitely excited. I also have some things from Makeup Forever that are new. I went into my brows and get them out the way. I'm using just my Benefit brow setter. And then I'm going to use my Benefit brow pencil as well. While that's drying, I'm going to use this concealer that I picked up. This is the Makeup by Mario concealer. So I got the shade 440. I feel like this is a good everyday shade for me.